The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Thank y'all for being here. I really do appreciate it. I didn't go live today at all, so this is my first live of the whole entire day. So I'm happy to be spending my night with you guys, since I'm not spending my night with nobody else. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Let me say what's up to the people. What's up, Mad Hatter? Thank you for being here. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Casey? Shout out to my bro, Casey. What's up, Alexis? Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Who else we got here? We got Denitra up in the house. I love seeing all the green. Denitra, Sexy 60, Joyful. Shout out to all my members, my AT-tubers. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I know I say that all the time, but you know, whenever I feel down and out, I know that I can come live and y'all show me love and make me feel wanted. So I appreciate y'all. What's up, Melanie? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. I don't think nobody on Twitch is watching, but you know. What's up, Princess? How you doing? Okay, well, you're going to be entertained while you're doing your homework. Hopefully everything going good in school. What's up, Autumn's mom? Thank you for being here. Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany. What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all hit that like button as well, too. Before I start, saying my stuff, I just wanted to let you know, I did a poll to see if you guys got notifications or not. Someone had taught me like a little trick that I could use to try to get more notifications sent out on YouTube. I don't think it worked, but and that's why I'm coming to y'all asking. And it seems like there was an issue with YouTube demonetizing, putting limited ads on our video. You know, we always talk about it going in the yellow or the green. It does seem like there was an issue because I'm starting to get emails now saying like they went ahead and approved the video and all that good stuff. So thank God, because like I said, there's a video that I got like over 2,000 views on it, right? And I only made $1 on it. So if you'd like to send a super chat, PayPal, Venmo, or a super chat, super sticker, you can go ahead and do that. Support the channel. We're going to start the begging out early. You know, people like to do it all throughout the show. I do it in the beginning, the middle, and the end. That's it. Not 30 billion times. Okay, 85% of y'all said yes. Okay, good. 34 votes so far. Okay, and then I'll check it as we come in. All right, so I'm going to save the Chrisean and Blueface stuff for last. The reason why is because I got an unpopular opinion, and I know y'all going to be mad at me. What's up, my opinion, not yours? And then shout out to Sandra as well. Thank you for coming. All right, so here's the thing. Tasha K and Joe Budden, she flew out last month to go do the podcast, and, she was promoting it, saying that it was a very good conversation. It was supposed to be that one interview that shocked everybody, shocked your draws and everything like that, right? And so people were waiting for this interview to come out. And then, it was after Cardi had said the whole thing about, oh, yeah, he had that woman on my show who said that woman on the show who said horrible things, blah, blah, blah. I'm paraphrasing. You know the things that Tasha said, so we ain't even going to get into it. So forth and so forth. And then it seemed like after that, Joe Budden got spooked. He was all like, oh, I don't know if I want to go ahead and put that episode out. It was like he got scared. And it's all like, what you scared about? I'm still under the belief of that. Trust me, I'm still under that belief. Like, okay, why'd you even invite her? But Tasha had sent out a tweet, and remember I told you guys it was deleted, and I still couldn't find it anymore either. But she had said she doesn't care if the interview comes out or not. She wasn't tripping, blah blah blah. I knew Tasha was just trying to save face. I knew for a fact she was going to go off because Tasha is not going to admit it, but I know she is hurt that that interview is not going to come out. So before Joe Budden made a statement, Tasha went off cussing him out and everything else. And she talks about how, when that lady said you kicked her in the stomach and she lost the baby, I didn't do X, Y, and Z and talk about you and stuff. But Tasha has dragged Joe Budden before in the past. But I guess she was just saying recently she hasn't said anything about it, or she said she doesn't believe those women. But now she's thinking, oh, he might have done these things. So, how Tasha is. So anyway, she blasted him, went off. And then she did an apology video saying that she didn't mean to go in that hard and stuff like that. But I think it's still F you at this point. I don't think Tasha likes him too much right now. So Joe Budden went on Twitter Spaces, and I got it from the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them, because I hate when y'all do the Twitter Spaces, the Clubhouse. What else doesn't say? Bigos, because none of those save. So if you don't watch it live, you don't know what happened, because they don't record or anything unless somebody in there secretly recording it. You don't know what was said. You got to get it from a third party or somebody else's ear or something like that. I hate those apps. Stop using those. But anyway, and he said the reason why. He was all like, I knew somebody and I'm paraphrasing, I knew somebody like that. I needed to have my lawyers on there because, just in case she said some wild things, I just needed to protect myself. So from a business standpoint, I can see, yeah, you want to make sure that your lawyers go through everything before you put it out. Even Tasha K has lawyers that look over her stuff before she puts it out. So definitely understand that from a business standpoint. But you're doing a Tasha K interview. What did you expect? So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here, and we're going to go ahead and take a listen to it, you guys. I'm a little slow at sharing my screen. Hold on. Shell said, I think Tasha became upset about it, feeling / hearing that the X dance had something to do with the interview not being released. Well, now I was going to say Cardi B is cleared now, basically. At least that's what I got from it. Okay, here we go.
You had respected her work at one time.
Oh, you talking about Shorty Doo-Wop?
Yes, indeed.
And keep in mind that we said at one time. That does this statement that he says has no reflection on how he may feel now.
No, listen.
Damn.
And
the girl's work ethic is her work ethic. And she has it. Can't nobody take that away from her. I wanted to learn more about her. Clearly negligence on my part with that old her Cardi. They both seem to be entirely too passionate about whatever occurred for even a regular interview to go down. But the interview wasn't coming out now because of Cardi. Like I already told her, that interview was a problem.
Just to clear for the community, some people were just worried about why you chose her in general. Can you just explain why might you had respected her work at one time?
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up.
Oh, you talking about Shorty?
Okay, yes, I'm gonna go to the next clip, you guys. Sorry it's so low.
At one time, that does this
legally, financially, and algorithmically. There was a lot going on in that interview. It would be foolish of me to just put out an interview with the girl that just got sued and lost for $4 million without checking this. So all of this other shit just happened to happen while my lawyers was looking at this. So, I mean, listen, you play with pigs, you get mud on you. I don't have nothing to say. Let's legally
play with pigs, you get mud on you. That's what he said.
There was a lot going on in that interview. it would be foolish of me to just put out an interview with the girl that just got sued and lost for $4 million without checking this. So all of this other shit just happened to happen while my lawyers was looking at this. So, I mean, listen, you play with pigs, you get mud on you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but
move on
it's
to the next clip.
else. Like that's a very destructive type of energy that I wouldn't have got that from her without meeting her. Like meeting her and hearing her story, and it's like, oh, this is why you like this. It's like, oh, okay, this is why some things are maybe hindering your progress. Oh, this is why there's levels to this. The way you move and it's still kind of low. I don't want to say low level, but it's
low vibrational.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of that. So, not to knock.
Go ahead, Dash.
So
He
aside
called her
from
low
the
vibrational.
legal standpoint, which is a huge standpoint, did her doing any of those clickbait videos with you and Melissa Ford's name in the titles have anything to do with it? Just a question
No,
for
I
me.
don't care about the videos.
Okay.
Yeah, we else like that's just a very destructive type of energy that I wouldn't have got that from her without meeting her. Like meeting her.
I just feel like it's like he has
Okay, it's enough of that. Okay. All right. So from what I gathered on there, he's saying that after he met her and he interviewed her, that's when he was all like, oh, whoa, I don't know about this. But again, like some of you guys were saying in the comments, because I was reading your comments, he knew what he was getting himself into, you know? Him playing stupid like, oh, I don't know anything, or whoa, I didn't know she was gonna say that. You know, the lady was sued for $4 million. You do know who Tasha K is, right? Like, there is no way in hell someone just let Tasha just come up there without a plan or without them, you know, saying something. There is no way in hell that he just let Tasha up there and was all like, yeah, I'm just gonna have this random lady. You knew who she was. You wanted her to you wanted her on the show because you wanted that controversy. And this is not a knock to Tasha K, but people want to interview Tasha K because of the Cardi B lawsuit. Now, did Tasha do a few interviews before the Cardi B lawsuit? Yes, of course. However, more than likely, more people want to interview Tasha because of the whole lawsuit. That's the reason why. So it's crazy to think that this man didn't know who she was. He didn't know anything about her. And, you know, after he met her, he was like, oh, whoa, we can't do that. Like, come on now. If anything, just say, hey, you know what? I thought about it. I thought it was going to be a good idea. It wasn't. And we just went ahead and scrapped it. But now we want to hear what happened in the end. Do y'all want to hear the interview? I would love to hear the interview because I want to know, well, hell, what was said? You know, did he, you know, did she like cuss him out or what was going on? I do know a little bit, like they had got into the conversation about how she talks down on celebrities and, you know, she goes after certain people. They did talk about that, but I don't know if that would be something to where he'll be like, oh no, I got to yank the whole interview or I can't do this interview. Like, to me, there's something missing and I just don't know what it is and what was so bad where you can't release the interview. If anything, you tell us, you know, we all know you were going to ask her about Cardi B. If you were worried about telling her about asking her about Cardi B and the stuff that happened between them, then you shouldn't have asked her those questions. Or if anything, cut that out. If it's so bad and all this stuff, cut the parts out that you don't want to be played. Just do that. Just cut those certain parts out that you don't want people to talk about or people to play and, you know, take headlines and spin them or whatever. If you're worried about people taking some of your words out and misrepresenting what you say, because I have a feeling he was down for the F. You know, the fuck shit. He was down for that. I'm telling you, he probably was loving it. He was having a good time. He was agreeing with Tasha. But after he listened to it, I don't think necessarily it was his lawyers. I'm not saying the lawyers didn't listen to it. I bet you anything he was like, ooh, you know what? I should have pushed back on that, or I should have said this and not that. I think he's more worried about what he said. Because if the whole episode was a mess, I could imagine that he'd be all like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. If the whole episode, like what I'm trying to say is like, if the whole podcast was a mess and it was just horrible, I'm pretty sure, you know, Tasha wouldn't have been excited about it. If it was something, if the whole interview was bad, Tasha would have been like, oh man, I shouldn't have did that. But she was promoting it. She was excited about it. So what happened in between that time? So it did look like it was Cardi B who basically made him not do the interview or release the interview. And like I said, if Joe Budden is worried about trying to be a part of the industry, that's some BS. Because nobody is going to buy a Joe Budden album. I'm sorry. So if he's trying to make his way into the industry, I don't understand that. Nobody is buying his music. As far as maybe he was worried about, I potentially won't get any more guests. Just like I told you guys, I think that he probably holding out for a Cardi B interview. I can totally see him holding out for a Cardi B interview, and then that way he can have a bigger person on his platform. Because like I said before, no offense to Tasha, if you had to choose whether or not you were going to have a Cardi B or a Tasha K interview, and you had to choose one or the other, you're going to choose Cardi B. Let me catch up with some of you guys and see what you guys are saying. Joseph is of the industry. Why he ain't had no hits though? Why Pump It Up just went gold just recently? I think he wants to get in the industry. My opinion. Now yours 100%. Yes. He was thinking he would get more clout. Oh. Right. Joe don't want them problems. He running from the cat fight. He running from that cat fight. Yes. I don't see it. He just said bongos is trash. Yeah, he did say that. And that's the weird part. So it's all like, did he kind of think like, oh, maybe I went too far? So as a peace offering, he's not going to release it. Like, and again, what was said so bad that you were all like, oh no, I don't want to do this. Like, I mean, you would had to have watched Tasha. You would have had to known what went on in that case. Like, there is no way in hell you can just go like, oh, well, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. What's up, Couture Bay? Tasha being excited does not mean much because she never thinks she goes too far. Autumn's mom, you do have a good point. She probably thought I killed it. And she did say that, you know, she gave Joe Budden that one interview. She gave Joe Budden that one interview, that good interview where she said everything and, you know, went into details about things. And she said she'd rather have gave it to Adam 22 because at least he wasn't scared. At least he wasn't no punk. It's like when you have Jag on your show, she goes really dark. You can be held accountable for the ish your guests do on your show. I think he should have just released it and just edit out what he said. But yes, Smooth, I get what you're saying. He has no value as a musician, but as a commentator, he has relevance. True. He regrets it. How you doing? AT2 Tasha said Joe got spooked when Jay-Z called. Yeah, she did mention that. Callie is right. So Joe Budden had mentioned something on Drink Champs about, you know, when Jay-Z calls, he gets nervous, you know, and all that stuff. And Tasha even said she pointed that out to Joe Budden. And he was all like, oh, I said that. And he was like trying to argue with her about that. So again, I think there were some things that he said in that interview that that he didn't like how it made him look. That's what I'm thinking. someone powerful put a word in for Joe Budden's ear because he is real spooked. Yeah. Adam 22 needs Tasha. He does. That ain't no lie. Sweetie can't rap, but is still in the industry. Veronica, go to bed. He is being an industry guy now. He can no longer cry about the industry. True. I agree, Couture Bay. He can no longer cry about it. Regretting the interview because he did not want to lose the invites to the Hollywood Circle. Exactly. We on the same page. Yeah, we all on the same page. I don't think they do have a connection. I think I don't know why Jay-Z would call him. You know, I have no idea. That's weird to me too. Didn't she go on Adam 22 anyways? Maybe Joe thought he had an exclusive interview. Oh, Rena, that could be another. Yeah, because you know Adam 22 and Joe Budden don't like each other, so that could be. You know, a lot of people have in their contract like, hey, you can't go on interviews with other people, or you have to wait a certain amount of time before you do another interview. And maybe she didn't hold up her end to the bargain. So yeah, that could be something. Mary, I don't know if he went to jail or not. He probably, I think he did go to jail, but I don't know if he did like actual time or anything like that. I did hear something about that. Everyone's assuming that it's what Tasha said about Cardi B that got the interview pulled, but I heard it was other things that she was saying about other people. Oh, even making racial comments. Ooh. Hey, that possibly could be true, Autumn's mom. Again, we haven't heard the interview, so we don't know. And then he didn't go into detail, so it's all like, well, hey, what happened? Adam 22 is going to eat off of black drama. Exactly. And Smooth, let me go ahead and get to the point. And thank you, everybody else commenting. I just want to get to this real quick because I definitely want to say that. Because I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, see, he's not scared. He's this and that. No. Adam 22 is definitely a slave driver, and he loves it when black people fight. You know, from him not paying his black employees any correctly or giving them money. Secondly, outing one of his friends for sleeping with a trans girl. Thirdly, those allegations about messing with, teens and they keep demonetizing me. I can't say the words, y'all, but you know what I'm getting to, right? Look up Adam 22 and then you'll think twice about saying, oh yeah, he's so brave. Oh, look at him. Yeah, I'm all like, y'all really don't know who Adam 22 is? I did a whole goddamn show on it. Adam is, any way he gets the profit, because let's be honest, the only time Adam 22 videos go viral is when it's something involving black people. And then he gets to sit on his high horse and judge y'all. Trust me, do your history before you pump him up. And Tasha knew, because somebody commented like, dang, Tasha, you went to Adam 22? And she was like, I know. She even knows he ain't shit, Yeah, that thing was so weird. I didn't even talk about that. Yo, I was gonna do a video on it, and then I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna be rated PG, so I can't. Right, Taleo, he culture vulture, right? But the whole letting his wife sleep with a black guy, it's just some kind of fetishization thing. It was weird, like, and it doesn't help him beat those race allegations either. It's good she went though. As far as promotion, yes, I will agree with you, but and that's my problem with Tasha, because Tasha will do this whole thing about uplifting black people and all this other stuff, and then she'll do something underhand and sleep with a slave master. Now, literally, she didn't do that, but she did that figuratively. And so sometimes I look at her and I'm like, Tasha, come on now, you can't do that. I think what would have been powerful for her to do is work with local talents. And I think if she wanted to give like that big interview, I think she should have did that interview with like a YouTuber. What's her name? What's her name that's been on her show? Bondi Blue. Bondi Blue. Shout out to her. I think she should have did that one big interview with Bondi Blue. I think that would have been an opportunity for her and some dope. I mean, she had her do her show while she was out and working and stuff like that. But I think if she wanted to do that one exclusive interview with someone who wasn't like a fair interview, you know, like somebody who wasn't going to be on her side or the other side, just someone to ask the questions and just be straight down the middle with it. I think that would have been dope. That would have been a moment. You know, because when you go, and Tasha has always been kind of like anti-industry, you know, she said she'd rather work for herself than go on a TV show and all that stuff. So given the opportunity to like a YouTuber like that, I think that would have been a powerful moment, you know, and then that way, I don't know. Joe Budden has always been, you know, slippery and slimy, you know, since the original inception of the show, because you know he got rid of Maury. What was his name? Rory. Since they, you know, since he gave them the boot or they left, you know, the podcast ain't been the same. Like I tune in, you know, every once in a while when there's like a viral clip, and then I'll listen to it or whatever. But other than that, like it's not the same like it used to be. And Maul, yes. It's not the same like it used to be when he had them on there. Thank you, Couture Bay. It's completely different. So looking at it, I'm just all like, I don't know. And it could have been because I know she was bigging up Melissa Ford too. So I think because Melissa Ford was there, she probably felt comfortable because, you know, it was another woman there with her. So I could see, you know, why she would do it. It's just that, you know, when you play with the industry and stuff like that, yeah, they do things like this. And like I said, I know Tasha is hurt by this. You know, like, damn, again, like, are you guys always going to hold me for this Cardi B thing? And I think this is the first time that we're seeing like Cardi B's influence. Even though he's saying the lawyers did it, it still looks like Cardi B's influence. I'm not going to say Cardi B said shut it down, but because of her influence, they probably got together and was all like, y'all, it's not a good look. You know what? 60-60, that actually would have been a good look. Drink Champs. I think that would have been a good look. You know, Drink Champs is owned by Revolt. You know, Diddy owns that, so I don't think he could go on there. Now that I don't think she could go on there. Now that I think about that, yeah, I don't think she can do Drink Champs because of that connection. If she can't do the Joe Budden, no, she can do that. You know, just like you know, I was thinking the Breakfast Club, but I don't think she can do the Breakfast Club either because of yeah, because that's very industry and mainstream too as well. That's true, Couture. How can she pay if you stop in her bags? That's true. And I also heard too, Couture, I don't know if you heard this, but I heard that she had to pay for her own flights and everything like that. Like he didn't pay, you know, he didn't pay for her hotel and stuff like that. He mentioned it in the interview why he didn't release it. He is not going to mess up his brand. Oh, we played the clip already, Candy. I think you just joined in. Well, she shouldn't have lied on Cardi. True. Tasha is talented but angry. Can you imagine AT2 being interviewed and she flip on you? I don't think Tasha would flip on me. I don't think so. Jag has now. Y'all keep saying Jag gonna flip on me, but Jag hasn't flipped on me yet. I watched Joe. He has said some nasty things that are questionable, and it was aired. You know what? That is so true, Couture. He has said a lot of questionable things. So with that same token, okay, you said some questionable stuff. You know, did your lawyer tell you not to put it out? There's more to it. And like I said, I think it was more about what he was saying and what he was letting being said. That's why he's pulling back. Because, you know, I've done interviews and I'll be like, oh, I should have questioned them more, or I should have cut them off. You know, we all content creators, we probably had that one interview where we all like, oh, you know what? I should have said X, Y, and Z at this part and kind of shut it down. But, you know, when you in a moment during the interview, sometimes when you don't have the big production and literally it's just you know, you're not well prepared sometimes, you know. That's what I'll say. Oh, yeah, a lot of people bring that up too. Yeah. That, oh, do you think she brought up that during the interview? I hope she didn't. And by the way, Blue Ivy can dance, y'all. Those were early clips when she first did it, when they're over in Europe. Blue Ivy can dance. Like, y'all need to stop hating on them. It was bad enough City Girls was on there. Oh, where? Drink Champs? This is why it's important for the new media to support each other. Yes, Giselle, I agree. I agree. It's important for us to support each other. Have her on your I don't know if Tasha's a fan. I know, shout out to Chelsea. I know Chelsea watch, but I don't think Tasha is necessarily a fan of me. I can't necessarily say why, but I know Chelsea. We're cool. We've talked before. She actually is subscribed to my channel. Shout out to Chelsea. She was already in town. Oh, okay. She was already in town. Okay. Oh, you know what? She was doing a press tour. Yes. You're right about that. Candy, why don't you? I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit when I talk about Chrisean. Click the link because it seemed like you want the smoke. So I'd rather not go back and forth with you in the chat. I'd rather you click the link so I can then cuss you out respectfully. I'm sorry, I put your comment up and didn't read it. Tasha said she was out there on business already. So yeah, okay. You guys are right. I think it's more of him being honest about something, and now he is like, no. True. Okay, Couture Bay, we still on the same page. Okay. What's up, Stephanie? Budden is in a scandal right now with some stuff. Wait, what? Really? Okay, I didn't listen to that one. What happened with Steven Smith? I know about that one, but I didn't think like he said anything wrong or anything like that. Are you sure about that, Stephanie? What's up, Deirdre? Shout out to Gigi Darling, everybody. My YouTube godmother. Yeah, shout out to everybody across the bridge. You made a good point. She apologized to Michelle A.T. and not Lovely T Show. Oh, well, she just said, Lovely T. Because remember when Cardi B had said that she was talking about her daughter and stuff like that, and then Tasha had did some tweet. I seen it on Instagram, some tweet, and she said, no, it was Lovely T, but she called her some kind of nickname. She said, no, it was Lovely T who said you don't like showing your daughter because she dark skinned. So so she still threw a shot at Lovely T. So yeah, I think, I'm not saying they currently beefing, but I don't see them being friends ever. And right, they have that connection too. Yeah, Cardi B and Lovely T are cool. Like she get in, like Armand, they get invited to the parties and stuff like that. Can I get invited to a Cardi B party? Don't judge me. If Cardi B invite me to a party, I'm going. I don't care if y'all get mad. Shit. Unlovely did say, yeah, I think she called her unlovely. That was a good one though. Unlovely. The thing going on with Stephen A. Smith is Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Yeah, oh, that drama right there. Okay, expose what happened behind the scenes. Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Smooth. And shout out to Stephanie too. Thank you, Stephanie and Smooth. Yeah. That's what it was. You're right. There was some controversy. That's how quick we forget things. When you do the celebrity gossip sector, you kind of forget about some certain things. You be like, oh yeah, that kind of passed, whatever. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. And make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I see the reactions on. I wish they would show you the likes on YouTube, but they don't show you that on here. But on StreamYard, they show you the reactions and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Chrisean and oh no, before we do that, y'all, I forgot about this Meghan James tweet from the Bad Girls Club. Oh, I didn't get her comment. Okay, but she said something about like, you know, that's why Tasha getting sued and she don't uplift black people. I'm paraphrasing. She don't uplift black people and, you know, she talks down on them, blah, blah, blah. And so Tasha clapped back and said this. She said, the only time Meghan James' mouth is be open is only when she says someone else's man's beep in her mouth. That's the only time they want to. Yeah, y'all see it, y'all. I was trying to read it like Tasha K, like I had me some wine, but yeah, that's what she said, y'all. And allegedly, she sucked the soul out of Portia's baby daddy. Now, Meghan James said she was going to contact her lawyer because she's claiming that's not true. She never messed with Portia's baby daddy. So, yeah, that's what Tasha said. So, everybody want to sue Tasha. But here's my thing about Meghan. Meghan should have sat there and ate her food because wasn't it not too long ago she did that whole interview with Johnny Blaze and was all like, "Are you a crackhead? Are you sure you're not a crackhead? We want you to go ahead and take this drug test, you crackhead." Do y'all remember that? Thank you, T. I appreciate that. But do you guys remember that? She was all like, you know, "Are you a crackhead?" She was that whole interview with Johnny Blaze. "I just want to make sure you're a crackhead or not. So you want to take this drug test, you crackhead?" Remember that we talked about it on the show. Y'all remember that? Right. Okay, y'all remember it. That wasn't uplifting. And shout out to all the crackheads, by the way. You know, hopefully, you know, y'all go through recovery and everything else. But we got to remember what we say. You know, we got to remember what we say. We can't pretend like we're perfect. Because you were trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Yeah, Meghan. We remember when you was calling everybody, you know, call Johnny Blaze a crackhead. And you thought that was cool. Like, that was the thing about her calling her a crackhead and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't even funny. Like, it's okay if you call her a crackhead and the joke lands, but you were calling her a crackhead and the joke wasn't landing. Like, she was all like, "Oh, we planned that." No, I don't think she was cool with that. No. Right. Her show isn't uplifting at all. Right, Couture Bay. To go Tyro Vehicle. Is this the free crack? That's what it sounded like, though, Stephanie. Yeah, you're not a comedian. You're a reality TV star. Like, stick to that. And that's another thing too. There's way too many podcasts now. Can we agree on that, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. There's too many podcasts, and they're giving podcasts to just anybody. Like, I thought you needed talent to have a podcast. Now everybody and their mama want a podcast. You literally get you a manager, right? What they're doing is like these celebrities or reality people or whatever, they get them a manager and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna hook you up with interviews with former reality TV people, and you know, we'll just make moments, you'll be funny, we'll do all the editing for you, we'll ask all the questions." Like, literally, Meghan doesn't do any research on her own show. I mean, many big time people are like that. They don't do any research themselves. Like, that's what I'm figuring about Joe Budden. He doesn't do any research themselves, even though he pretends like he does. But they don't do any research themselves. They literally get people to do research for them, and they read off the cue cards. Kind of like, what's the show with all the girls on it? The View. The View. The View has cue cards that they're reading because literally other people do the research for them, and they're reading off the cue cards. So that's the way these big TV productions, these podcasts are working. Literally, they're just reading off, you know, research that other people did. They don't do it themselves like we do, like Couture Bay does, like Gigi Darling does. We do our own stuff. The podcasts and the channels are so boring. Candy hasn't trended since. They always say I'm not a candy fan, so that's why I didn't finish reading it. But she's annoying. All she says is period over and over again. Right? Ain't nobody checking for her. All right. So we're gonna talk about Chrisean and Blueface and all this going on. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna get in my red pill bag, and so I'm gonna be a little misogynistic and everything else. So trigger warning, trigger warning. But before we start, you know what? I ain't played a commercial in a long time. Let me play a commercial for y'all. Hold on.
Girl, he was supposed to have go get him a lawyer. Instead, he was at the buffet eating crab legs, sucking on crab legs. Girl, he was over there just cracking them crab legs and sucking on them and eating them. Girl, he didn't go get him a lawyer. He was at the buffet eating the crab legs. Girl, oh girl, you know I got the receipts, girl.
So anyway, if you'd like to support the channel, make sure you drop a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or the Super Chat Super Sticker. All right, moving on, you guys. So we are going to talk about... Is that your first time seeing that, Cammy? Yeah, that's an old school commercial. I'll explain the story later on. I don't want to ruin my point. Oh yeah, I need a body oil commercial too. So anyway, Chrisean and Blueface. Do I feel bad for Chrisean? Yeah. I want to say yes because that's the political correct answer to say, but no, I don't. She literally likes this. Like, she gets off on this. Like, all this chaos going on, even though what happened recently is so bad, you guys, I feel like she doesn't care. She does not care at all. She does not care about Blueface doing what he did. And for those of you who don't know, the baby has a hernia and he needs to get surgery. So what he did, I guess he was upset with Chrisean because she won't let him put his name on her checks anymore, right? On her Zeus Network checks. I didn't even know if somebody else was working, you could put like your name on the checks instead of it. They go to... I don't even know how that works. Anyway, so since he was upset, what he did was send out the photo of his child's private area. Now, he came back and said that, oh, my phone was hacked or something like that. But what is he doing with that kind of photo on his phone? Like, that part's not making sense. So we go to, I'm gonna draw back on that because we're gonna drag the hell out of him. But Chrisean is online crying, saying she's gonna call the police, she's gonna do all this, all that. And she's hurt and upset. Mind you, she's holding the baby and she's yelling and screaming and crying. And she does this a lot. Right? She does this a lot. She does this all the time. And my thing is like, yo, now that you guys have the baby involved, why are you doing this? You're still going through this. And a lot of you guys are saying like, oh, because she's a mother, she's going to change, she's going to be a completely different person. No. Her mama didn't change when she had all them kids. So what makes you guys think Chrisean is going to change? Oh, and I see you guys saying thank you. She sent it to him. So I guess it was to show the hernia. That's why she did it or whatever. But I don't know if I believe the story about he was hacked or he lost his phone or whatnot. Whatever stupid excuse that he was saying. But she's never going to change. She's going to be the same exact person. She's just like her mother. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never sad. She's not going to be satisfied with anything. She's in love with Blue. I believe that she wanted to get pregnant because she thought this was going to tie her to Blueface for the rest of her life. I'm under that belief, you guys. I'm under the belief that she thought, man, I can tie this man down and he's going to be with me. And I believe she thought it was going to be a competition, just like with what's the baby Jaden? Is that what the baby mama name is? The other one, Jaden. So she wanted to be in competition with the Jaden chick, right? She wanted to be in competition and be like, oh, look, I got his baby. You know, I mean, it's the stories we hear. Like the women are like, oh, yeah, I got his baby. Oh, no, I got his baby. And then the girls end up being left for another woman that he goes with that has no baby because he really didn't want any kids. Jaden, a.k.a. Stewie. Yeah, like, it's the typical hood story that we've all heard before. Because how many of y'all were saying like, oh yeah, Chrisean finally move on. She had that baby. She's so happy. And mind you, she was in Baltimore where she had the baby, right? Why did you not stay in Baltimore with your family? Why did you come back to the West Coast? You really thought it was going to be different? You thought something was going to change? Literally, he's sleeping with you and he's sleeping with his other children's father. I mean, oh, not father, other children's mother. Maybe father. But literally ping ponging back between two women. And the thing is, you know, usually it's like, oh, the women don't know about each other. No, these women know about each other and they're content with each other being the other woman. You said it right. Wink, wink. You know. What's up, Miss T? She said the baby looked like he was in dire as a dire sheet. A dryer. I said dryer sheet. No, the thing is, all that energy and chaos. Sister wives, right, Jasmine? Sister wives. All that bad energy and chaos that you're bringing around that baby, mind you, I was thinking like, oh, this baby been around for, you know, a couple of months. Y'all, it's only been 2 weeks. The baby only been alive for 2 weeks and has lived the life of a 45-year-old man. That baby has aged. Like, is it Benjamin Button? That ain't, no, it ages backwards. I'm sorry. But yeah, well, no, yeah, it's like the baby went back into a baby. Like the baby was born as a old man, and then it regressed back into a baby. That baby has lived the life of a 45-year-old man, and it's only been alive for 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks, and this baby has been through so much. Now, I understand the baby has to get the hernia done, right? Now, for those of you guys don't know, when I was born with a hole in my abdominal wall. So I have like an outie belly button. I don't want y'all to talk about my fat stomach, so I ain't going to show you right now. But, you know, they had to stitch me up or whatever. And I guess because it's too early, they can't do the surgery. But I'm a little confused because I'm all like, well, how long they're going to wait? Because aren't hernias? I've never had a hernia, but hernias hurt, right? Have any one of you ladies out there had a hernia? Oh, oh yeah, I just thought about that too. How did you put the baby on the air? Well, I mean, Princess, are we really confused? We seen that baby neck hanging like that baby gonna need a neck brace. That baby was just like this, just hanging out the. I mean, so yeah, shit. Her taking the baby on a plane is the least of our worries. But the baby neck hanging like this, yeah, he gonna have neck damage and everything like that. That's the real issue. So why not put him on the plane? Yvette said yes, it does hurt. Okay, some hernias hurt. Okay. Oh, like that with the hernia. Oh man, I wonder did it hurt then? No, I believe she went by plane. I don't think if somebody looks that up and they correct me, I'll definitely apologize. But no, I think she went by plane. We see the way she held the baby. I highly doubt she cared. You know, the baby neck and along like that. Yeah, she didn't care how the baby was. The doctor gave her the appointment info on the live September 7th. That baby Ben should have had that surgery. Oh, so it's her. Okay, yeah, it is her because she was even talking. She did take the baby by plane, you guys. Because I just thought about something on her live that she was doing. She did like multiple lives, but on one of her lives, I did hear her say like Blue got mad because of the baby's name, and he was supposed to. He got mad once he had to input the baby's name to get them a plane ticket to fly. So I do remember her saying something like that. So yeah, she has been flying around with the baby, you guys. Aren't you not supposed to take the baby outside for a couple of weeks? Like, I mean, I know you take it to doctor's appointment, but your baby shouldn't be everywhere. Like literally, the baby neck just like this, and she just got the baby. She just taking the baby all around. It's bad, y'all. It is bad out here. Mm. Yeah, if she got that info on the 7th. She need to take that baby, yeah, right away. And do you have? I don't even think you have to go back to the doctor. You can just say, "Hey, I'm stuck in California. Is there any way we can transfer the information over here and get it done in California?" Like you don't have to go back to Baltimore. Like you don't have to go there. Like why don't she just get it done in California instead of going back? Yeah, that's doing too much on the baby. She didn't have to have the surgery. Wait, hold on. No, she didn't have to have had the surgery. She probably stresses about it and makes sure that it gets a second opinion or best. Oh, okay. So you're saying like she probably shouldn't. She should get a second opinion because of the baby too young. I think that's what you're alluding to. Oh yeah, that whole music video. The baby was in a music video. I told you this baby has lived the life of a 45-year-old man, and it's only been alive for 2 weeks. Sometimes when babies have a hernia, it will heal. Oh, okay, it can heal on its own. Okay. Some doctors prefer to give it time to heal itself. Okay. Thank you, Anna's mom. And shout out to all the mothers out there. BABYMAMA. This goes out to all the. Remember Fantasia had that song? Shout out to all the baby mamas and the mothers out there. Southern California has the best. Oh, see, there we go. Then yeah, she just need to get it done here in California, and she's in Southern California too. Okay, they can heal on their own. Okay, so she might not need to have the surgery. Well, if she's trying to if she's trying to go back to Baltimore, I think it's not healing on its own. That's probably the problem, you guys. If she's trying to rush back to Baltimore. And another lie, somebody said the baby appears to have, wait, Creduchet syndrome. Wait, is it Creduchet? I don't know how to say that, y'all. Creduchet syndrome. What's that? Hopefully, it's not nothing like serious. He may need to be a little older, a certain weight before surgery. Possibility. The earlier, the better. Okay. Based on the photos people have seen, it's pretty bad. Ooh. It's not an umbilical hernia. Oh, okay. It's not an umbilical hernia, you guys. Okay. Thank you, Taylor. She said it's worse than that. He probably is needing surgery. Oh, okay. So it's not the umbilical one. It's something. It's something worse. What's up, Miss Cat? Listen how the baby cries. Oh, is it bad, y'all? Again, I don't like watching Chrisean and Blueface just because of the the drama and the way it makes us look as Black people. I just don't like it. So I just ignore it a lot of times. But I haven't heard the baby cry. But next time I'll pay attention to it. So the baby is in pain. Oh, man. It's a genetic disorder. Okay. A lot of PhD is in the chat rushing to put a newborn under anesthesia. Oh, okay, True World. You're our TRL World. You're like anti-surgery. Okay, okay. We respect it. We respect all the anti-surgery people here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh wait, baby's hernia is in his tummy. Ball's not in his tummy. Wait, wait. Hold on. I don't know what we're talking. I'm gonna just skip that one, Annika, for right now. Babies can tolerate surgery early. My son had heart surgery at 2 pounds. Oh wow, heart surgery. Oh wow, if a doctor advised it, she should get it done. And Jessica, shout out to your baby too. Thank God everything turned out okay. Oh wow, that must have been scary for you. Like I said, I had an abdominal hole in my wall when I was a baby, and they had to stitch me together. So I know you can do surgery on a newborn. You can't do it caused by missing pieces on a particular chromosome. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up to some of you guys. Right, exactly. I don't speak on them because it is a lot. It literally is depressing. And I just feel like bad behavior shouldn't be awarded. It's almost like they're industry plants. Like they are those kind of people. You know how like you look at those kind of people, you be like, I would hate to be those kind of Black people. And I hate even saying something ignorant like that, but literally they make you look at them and you're like, they're those kind of they just ghetto. You know, it makes you want to say shit like that. And like you don't want to be that kind of person, but they literally make you look like, I'm glad I ain't one of them kind of, you know. And I'm trying to say without saying, you know, I'm glad I ain't one of them kind of ninjas. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? All the Black people know what I'm talking about when I say that. You know, I'm glad I ain't one of them kind of ninjas. I was trying to say it rated PG, but it's those I don't want to be a part of. How convenient too, yeah. And she was saying, and she said something like, talked about how Whack 100 is gay and Blueface must be gay and why they posting pictures, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that. But if she's playing games and she's talking about how she's gonna call the police on them and stuff like that, you better do it because we're looking at you now like, yo, it's gotten to the point where you need to free yourself. Literally. Go ahead and free yourself. She need to free herself. Literally. It's crazy at this point. Let me look at something on the computer real quick. Let me read this. Kitty said the clinical symptoms of chat syndrome usually include a high-pitched cat-like cry, mental disability, delayed development, distinctive facial features, small head size, widely spaced eyes. Wait, oh wow. Oh man. I hope he'll be all right. Oh, okay. That's what it protruding into his private area. Oh, okay, Taylor. So that's why he had the picture of it. Okay, because I was wondering, like, you can't just show the stomach without showing everything. Princess, you ain't lying. You know, it's funny because, like, I always thought like, you know, I'll be like, dang, I wish like I was like, dang, maybe I should like be like more overly like masculine and stuff like that. And then I was thinking like, no, that's my own insecurity. But you have a lot of these guys that will put on that persona of being overly masculine, disrespecting women, you know, and doing what Blueface does because they're overcompensating for something else. Just like him putting out there, like asking his son on camera, are you gay? Like, are you sure you're not getting like, badgering him about being gay or not. And it's all like, yo, why are you doing that to a little kid? And again, it's nothing wrong if the boy grows up and he wants to be gay or whatnot. It's just the fact that you're basically harassing him and then putting that out on him. And it's all like, yo, let him be a kid. Like, what's wrong with you? It's very disrespectful. So that brings me to my point. Like, all right, well, with Blueface, I mean, I can't say that one way or another, but I mean, we can kind of expect that he might, when he tried to kick in that door when Chrisean was in the, remember they showed that door, how it looked. It was all off the hinges and everything like that, right? He literally was trying to bust down that door because Chrisean had his phone. This happened like a year ago, you guys. Remember that? Chrisean had his phone and he was like kicking down that door and everything like that, trying to get to his phone. What was he hiding? She already knows you cheat on her. What were you hiding? Look at Diddy. Right on those one, right. But yeah. But it's a lot, I want to be with all these women and I got these two women, they fighting over me and stuff like that. Like, what are you trying to overcompensate for? And mind you, Blueface is in his 30s now, right? Like the kind of game he plays, I think because Blueface is a little slow and stuff like that, people forget like his actual age, but I believe Blueface is in his 30s too. Shout out to everybody in their 30s. I'm in my 30s too. I could be wrong. I'll take it back if I'm wrong. I'll take it back if I'm wrong. Hold on. I'm trying to see real quick, you guys. Hold on. Blueface. How old is Blueface? I was just seeing if y'all put it in the chat or not. Oh, never mind, you guys. He's 26. Did y'all know Blueface is 26? Like he don't look 100 years old, but he looked like he lived a life. Not a long life, but it looked like he lived a life. It's probably all them lean and all them pills and everything like that. I don't even know. Okay, I thought he was a little older. Well, hell, when I was 26, I had my own apartment. I know y'all think I never had a job before and I'm just lazy and all this stuff, but I did work, y'all. Shut up. But, I had my own place and everything. 82, let's just hope she allows Keke Palmer in. No, Cali girl, she don't want any help. That's the problem. And she even got mad at Keke Palmer. She was like, she said something about Keke Palmer has her number. Why didn't she just call her instead of leaving a comment and stuff like that? Because Keke Palmer was all like, hey, I try to stay away from making comments and stuff like that, but we need to protect her and look over her. Yandy, Tamika Maury, all these women want to reach out and help her. The thing is, you can't help nobody that doesn't want to be helped. They don't, she does not want you guys' help. She wants Blueface. If Blueface ain't telling her to get her together, she's not going to get it together. That man literally is controlling everything in her life. It's sad to say, but it's true, you guys. He's controlling everything. She does not care at all. She's literally just going with whatever he says, whatever he does. She's doing everything. It's like a cry for his attention. A child acts up because they want your attention, and that's what she will do to get his attention. She doesn't care how bad the situation gets, how he disrespects her, how he treats her. She just wants to only be with this man, and that's it. Like, I don't believe the rumor that she was with Lil Baby or anything like that. I think if anything, he asked her to perform a song or something like that. But I don't think they're like, yeah, nah. I think that's just for publicity, but nobody's buying it. And nobody cares. If people just watch the show, they'll see for themselves that she doesn't want to be helped. Right, Trinity. She does not want to be helped. I ain't even watched the show, and I know she don't want to be helped. She looked like she don't want any help. And why hasn't she got dental implants yet and got a permanent tooth and still got the tooth out and everything? Like, come on now. It'd be one thing if it's that infamous side tooth, but it's the front tooth missing. Like, you can see that, you know? Blue. Because, you know, shout out to everybody in Be More. You know, they got them accents out there. She don't want no help because she don't want nobody to see how she really living. Oh, that's a good point. What's up, Ingrid? I feel like I ignored you. I'm sorry. She said she wants a little baby. Oh, she did say that? Oh, okay. Maybe it is real. I mean, well, shit. If he don't want her, he might as well let little baby have her. Right. She just got that big tooth. Oh my god. Hey, she like it. I love it. Right. I guess the tooth is the least of our worries. You know, we more concerned about her taking care of that baby. You know, and we gotta pick and choose our battles, right? Right, and that's why Blue likes her better. Remember, she got it done, and then she actually got it. And she actually took it out her mouth, and then she got another tooth with his face on it. Like, huh? Are you stupid? Yes, she is. Oh, she said Blueface was a little bit. Oh my god. They spoke today, and she apologized to Keke, and Keke said, "Post my name under my number in your phone." Oh, okay, they made up. Okay, congratulations. That's good. They made up. But you know, Keke Palmer like attention too, because she lied and made it seem like she was leaving her baby daddy, and she didn't even leave him. They was at the Beyonce concert. Ooh, I never thought about it like that. I actually agree with this. Getting help will make her realize she's the problem. It's kind of like when people say you need to deal with your childhood trauma, and I think she hasn't dealt with it. And a lot of people who deal with trauma will do this. And I think that's why, for me, I didn't feel like a rush to have kids. I don't feel like a rush for it. Now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should have, because I don't want to be looking like a granddaddy at the kids' kindergarten graduation. But that's here nor there. And my parents don't look old, so I'll still look good. But I'm just saying. You know, I might got back problems or a bad knee or something like that. I at least want to be able to walk up the stadium and, you know, cheer, you know, my children on, and not the that's a different story for a different day. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about, y'all? Oh, Chrisean. I think also too, she hasn't dealt with that childhood trauma. She's like a lot of people that I know in my life. They had horrible families. Their families treated them like dirt, and they couldn't. They didn't have the childhood that they wanted. So sometimes what these people will do, and luckily she only has one kid, but they'll have multiple kids and try to create their own family and be like, "See, I don't need you. I have my own family." That's what a lot of people will do that didn't have a good family. They'll try to have kids of their own and have multiple of them and make her own family. And Kelly girl, I didn't want to miss your comment, but yes, postpartum depression, definitely. That could be a thing. That could be what it is. Definitely. Um, like there's issues before, but definitely I will say, because you know I'm a big advocate about mental health. The girl could be going through postpartum. Again, I can't necessarily speak on that because you know I'm not a woman. So, but I do know that's a real thing. So I will say with that, I have to tap out and say, hey, it could be postpartum depression. If that is a thing, you know what? I want to ask this. Do any of you ladies know who have been new moms for postpartum depression? Do they give you anything for that? And I mean, like, you know, do they give you therapy and all that other kind of stuff, or you just have to deal with the postpartum yourself? Do they like give you therapy or teach you how to deal with it, or they just kick your ass out the hospital and be all like, all right, well, it was fun. Yes, they do. Okay. Yeah. I seen this thing. It's in New York. They have like, because they got money, so I know they can probably afford this, right? But it's this thing in New York, right? And basically what it is that you have your baby, right? Women can have their baby. It's only in New York. Women can have their baby, and like literally they can drop they can stay at this like resort or something for like 2 weeks. I think like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And like there's a nurse that will change your baby, feed your baby, and then you'll have time to be with when you want your baby, you can have your baby, but the nurse is there to like feed, change, clothe, bathe, and like you just get to relax. They got like a spa for you. It's like some rich people stuff, y'all. Like they got all that now to like help these mothers and stuff like that. So somebody like her, she probably needs some kind of help around. Like I don't know who the people are. Like I hear people in the background with her, but who's there with her like taking care of her? Because I ain't gonna lie, Chrisean needs supervision. She needs supervision her damn well. Like, I'm just being honest, y'all. The lady needs supervision. Like, who is watching Chrisean while she is trying to watch this baby? Still ain't holding up that neck. You gotta put that hand right there, support the baby neck. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to hold babies either. Like I be thinking I hold it right? And they be all like, no, you gotta arch it up more, like that, no, like this. And I guess you gotta have the baby like this, but I think I'll be doing it right though. I'm gonna be a good father one day if I do have kids. But like I'll be thinking I hold the baby right. Like you gotta hold it like this, right? But they be all like your arm gotta be arched like this, and the baby head gotta be like I be thinking I'm holding it right. Like how are you supposed to hold it, y'all? Like this, right? Anyway, let me see if y'all hit the like button real quick. All right, let's get them likes up, you guys. All right, so all in all, I do want to say this because there is a baby involved. I do hope that the baby gets the help and the support that it needs. I do hope that Chrisean gets the help and support that she needs, but I'm more concerned about that baby. I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion. Do I believe in calling CPS on people for anything? No, I do not believe on calling CPS on people just for anything, right? But I think Chrisean needs to willingly give her baby to somebody who can be responsible for it until she gets the healing that she needs, and give that baby a chance while she heals herself. Unpopular opinion, but I believe she needs to give that baby to someone else, and I'm not talking for a long time, at least like a month or something like that, while she heals herself. Because I don't want it to get to a point where that postpartum kicks in and I'm not going to say that she would do that, but she's so in love with this man, you just never know what she would do, you guys. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about her giving away her baby for a couple of weeks or a month or 5 years? Yeah, the people in her family ain't great either. You're right about that, Smooth. She needs longer than a month. Who can she give that baby to? Look at her surroundings, right? Blueface kept threatening that he was going to try to get the baby and stuff like that. She's not bonded to the baby. Yeah, I don't feel like there's an actual bond. Like I think she loves her child, but I mean, you putting your child through all this, I don't know. It doesn't matter whether it's a woman or a man. Have to be mindful of what energy you put out in the world. True. If you give out negativity, that's exactly what you get back. Right. I do agree. 82, the healing that she needs is crucial, and a month will not do. Okay, so I don't see anybody saying that she shouldn't give the baby away for a few months. I think people are in disagreement with the time period, but y'all are not disagreeing with her giving away the baby for a minute. Let me go ahead and do a poll real quick. So we're not going to talk about the time, but do you feel that Chrisean should give the baby away until she does healing? Yes or no? Until she heals herself? Yes or no? Let's go. Taylor, I want to believe that the baby is gonna. I just don't think so. A baby didn't change her mama, so I don't know. And by the way, I respect everybody's opinion. Yes, she should just need to give the baby away. Period. Yes, no. Anna says no. I'm afraid for the baby. Yes. Oh, there's more yeses than nos. Okay, we're all in agreement. Okay, so if Chrisean does give her baby away, how long should she give her baby away for? We're gonna do a 30-second countdown. Let me know how long should she give the baby away for. 30 seconds. World, you're correct. TRL World, let her do therapy. Yeah, I would agree with that. Let her do therapy. But yeah, but she has to be willing to do therapy. That's the thing. She has to be willing to go get help. I don't know if she's at the point where she's willing to go get help. It's hard to tell people they have a problem. You know, when you call a crazy person crazy, they get mad. And I'm not calling her crazy, but if you tell somebody they got a problem, they're gonna be like, I ain't got no problem. What do you mean I got a problem? They'll get very defensive. And we know she like to box and fight, you know, so they probably scared to tell her that she got a problem. See that princess is on the same lines as me. What's up, New York Chicken Wing? She said it's hard to talk about because we're talking about taking someone's baby away. Yeah, New York. I told you I was going to be in my red pill bag. I was going to make all the women mad at me. But I'm so surprised that a lot of y'all are agreeing with me. Babies don't fix everybody. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of you guys are saying like the babies don't fix everybody. Okay. Well, let me ask you this because I know we have mostly women in the chat, and most of you guys are probably mothers. Let me ask you guys this: do you believe that babies change people for? No, because that's not really okay. Is it the baby or the children's responsibility to change the parent/person? Oh, I love this answer right here. Hearts to you, Taylor. I love that answer. It's the parent's responsibility to change. Okay. Of course not, but it's something that usually naturally occurs. Yeah. We'll see how this turns out. Like I said, the baby only been alive for 2 weeks, but he's living a life of a 45-year-old man. We only hope that it does get better. This is one of the reasons why. What's up, Gigi? This is one of the reasons why I don't like talking about Chrisean and Blueface, just because they're boo. One thing I do want to say is that Blueface, him trying to be overly masculine and just show out and do all this stuff and disrespect these women and ping pong back and forth with him. He just needs to go ahead and be himself, and you know what I mean by that. He need to go ahead and be himself. I think that he's trying to overcompensate for him liking the same things that Chrisean and his other baby mama like, if you catch my drift. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for I don't think I got any super chats, but thank you for the Cash App, PayPal, Venmos. And if I miss anybody, you know I'll thank you later. I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to all my members, my AT-tubers, and everybody that show me love in the chat. We remember, I don't want to spread around any hate. Prayers for Chrisean, Blueface, prayers, I guess. The baby, definitely. Chrisean Jr., prayers for him as well. And hopefully he gets that hernia handled, and, you know, hopefully she gets that done quickly for the baby, because if he's in pain, that ain't right. And then lastly, Tasha K, Joe Budden, and all parties involved. Keep the drama going. We love it. Deuces, y'all. We out.